more than 2 years, our 11 Investigates team has looked into the blight issue in the city of Toledo, and there are hundreds of homes that are uncared for or abandoned, and many times the owners simply don't pay their real estate taxes.
Yeah, but tonight we're going to tell you about something that our team has never experienced before. A series of properties that have seemingly slipped under the radar of both state and city officials.
Lead investigator Brian Duggar has this story.
Yards from the Anthony Wayne Trail, in plain sight of downtown Toledo, there's a strip of land that the city has forgotten.
You can just take a look around at this place. It looks like a hurricane went through here.
A lot flooded from a water leak, homes split open, piles of trash, waist-high grass. None of it from a hurricane, but from neglect.
It was significantly nicer when I moved in.
3 years ago, Willie Smith moved into a trailer at Riverside Mobile Home Estates.
These are old trailers, and I understood that when I moved in, but the grass was cut.
And he had power, but no more. The electric company says faulty wiring would make it too dangerous to try to turn it back on.
And I don't have power. I basically just have a roof over my head and running water.
All for a $350 monthly rental payment. The owners are an LLC. On the state paperwork, when asked their corporate purpose, they said to run our mobile home park without tenants thinking we are a scam. But Smith has never seen them. There is no number, but they owe Toledo $150,000 for their water bill and the county thousands of dollars for their taxes. And they are trying to evict Willie Smith. So you lost in court, and you're supposed to be evicted, correct?
Yeah. Well, I guess I didn't. I can't really say I lost in court because I never got a day in court. Judge Howard decided to, rule against me without me being here.
Instead, he was in the hospital being treated for a heart attack.
While I was in the hospital, wondering if I was going to live or die because my heart wasn't working. That's when he decided to make his judgment.
Willie showed us paperwork the hospital sent to Toledo Municipal Court. Though he admits being behind on his rent, he also showed us Venmo receipts. Payments, he says, that were stolen and never credited toward his rent. About to be evicted from a place where few people would even want to live.
I'm shocked that an eviction process can happen here because I don't think an eviction should happen, let alone renting to somebody. These are not maintained in a way that is livable, and it's really unfortunate, and it feels predatory.
Bad pipes underneath there.
Councilman Nick Comize responded after Willie reached out to 11 Investigates. He brought with him the environmental, water, and code enforcement departments.
People don't deserve to live like this, and it's unconscionable that somebody would allow it to deteriorate to this level and not do anything about it.
Neglected by the owners, seemingly forgotten by the city.
I certainly see that the city's connection is real here too, right? We should have been on top of this already, and so, I apologize to the residents here for that, but I want them to know that we're going to do everything we can to connect them to a new place to live.
For Willie, Comize has hooked him up with resources to get housing and legal help, but he knows that something has to be done with Riverside Mobile Home Estates.
I just want some attention brought to this. I don't know what can be done at this point, honestly, but this can't keep going. They're trying to move more people in here.
So just to make this story even crazier, I found out that the state's Commerce Department has oversight of the park's grounds. The city is responsible for the actual structures. The park is not licensed, but state inspectors have recorded dozens of violations for it, as has the city. But no one is really sure who has the power to shut it down or to hold them accountable. Now, as for the park owners, they told me late this evening that they're struggling, but that they do have potential buyers. Reporting in studio, this is Brian Duggar for WTUL.